Hi, my name is Peter Skondra and today I will show you the new feature Sophos Email Content Control. So let's head to the email gateway section of Sophos Central and then let's create a new policy. So we're going to policies, and as you can see we already have a base policy over here which applies to all users and computers basically, but we want to create a new policy. So let's select data loss prevention policy, click continue. And first we have to choose the groups of users which this policy should apply to. So I'm just picking my demo users over here. I will select two domains which should also be selected for this policy. And now let's go to the settings. So we have two filtering options in place. One is attachment files. So we will filter messages that contain potentially malicious attachment file types. And you have three options that you can execute basically when you find something. You can either quarantine, you can strip attachments and deliver, or delete. We will do for this demo an attachment removal and the message will be tagged. So two options here. You can either select the Sophos recommended list of blocked file types. So our colleagues in labs have defined a list of potentially malicious or suspicious contents. So this can be defined over here. Or you can create your own custom list, meaning that you can pick the executables or the audio files or whatever you want to block here explicitly in our listing. What's very important is that we are using true file type detection, meaning that even if someone renames some file formats, we will anyways pick up the original file format and would filter this file out. So let's also select something like script markup language over here. I will pick the JS extension, which is also quite bad to receive this via email. And of course, I want to prevent some sharing of MP3s, so I will also add this to the custom list. But for the sake of the demo, I will just pick the most secure option, and that's the Sophos list, of course. So we are done with the attachment file types. Now we only need to turn this on, and on the right hand side you can see the action strip attachments and deliver, and we will tag the subject line. The second option is keyword filtering, but we will not do it for inbound, but we'll do it for outbound emails in this case. So let's switch to the outbound direction. We will of course also prevent that our users sending out problematic content, so we will activate the attachment file type filtering as well using the Sophos defaults. And now we will define a few keywords. So the actions that are possible: quarantine, encrypt if you're running the encryption early access program, stripping the attachments and deliver, or delete. We will choose quarantine over here. And now we just need to put in place a few keywords, for example, private or confidential. And we will search for these keywords in the email body and subject, as well as in the attachment name. So let's turn it on. And now we have configured everything that we need. The last thing that I have to do is to select the policy name and save the policy. So let's take a look how this will look like for a user that basically received an email which contained an executable. So we are switching to my Outlook over here. As you can see, the user received a message that was tagged with attachment removed, and there's a text file instead of executable telling him, okay, the attachment application exe triggered an email security policy and has been removed. So everything's secure over here. Now let's take a look at the logs, so we can basically access the quarantined messages. And here we have one message that was picked up because we had found a keyword in it. And here we can see, okay, the recipient, the sender, the subject of the email, IP addresses, and the reason why it was quarantined, that's it contained the keyword confidential. We can inspect the raw header. We can take a look at the message contents itself, and also on the attachments if there were any. Now we can basically release this message, or we can delete the message. So this was a short summary of all the content control features in Central Email. So thank you very much for joining, and goodbye.